Thank you for joining me today. 60-minute vinyasa class. Everything I say is a suggestion. Get started in a comfortable seat. Bring your right leg in front of your left. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Start to lift the crown of your head. Let your hands rest on your knees. You can close your eyes or find a soft gaze at the floor in front of you. Start to make a connection with your mat, with the room you're in. With your breath. It might help to exhale all of the air from your lungs first. Inhale through the nose, grow tall. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale through the mouth. Just one more. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Plant your right hand down on the mat. I'm not going to mirror you today for most part. Bring your left arm up and over. Press into your left sit bone. Breathe into your left side body. Bend into your right elbow. And maybe lift your gaze. On your next inhale, bend your left elbow. Lift your chest and your gaze toward the sky. Exhale, straighten the arm once more. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you. Filling up, growing tall. Exhaling, deepening the twist. Twisting from the core, pulling the lower belly back and up. Bring yourself back to center. Eagle the arms, right arm underneath left. Cross at the elbows. Palms come to touch. Lift the elbows, the chin, the chest, the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, pull the lower belly in. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Last time here. Bring yourself back up, open up your arms out to a T. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, seated forward fold, hinge at the hips. Crawl the arms out in front of you. Press into the sit bones. You might gaze at the hands, you might gaze at the navel. Let the gaze come to the hands if it isn't already there. Make sure the fingers are spread wide. Press into the fingertips. Find tabletop. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Place the knees below the hips. Find 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone and the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round the spine. Twice more, use your breath. Press into your fingertips, not your wrists. You can tuck the toes if you prefer. Finding yourself back at central neutral spine. Press into the left hand and then inhale the right arm high, the gaze high. And exhale, thread the needle, bring the right arm underneath the left, rest onto the right ear and the right shoulder. We're here for 3 breaths. You're welcome to extend the left arm long for a side body stretch or wrap the hand around for a twist. Bringing the left hand back down if it isn't already there, below the shoulder. Pressing into it, inhale the right arm high, the gaze high. Exhale to come back to your tabletop neutral spine. When you're ready, extend the left leg long back behind you, tuck the toes, press into the ball mound of the foot, and then just shift forward and back for a couple of breaths. Find yourself back at stillness in center. Lift the left leg, bring the left hip in line with the right. Bring the right arm long out in front of you by the right ear. Find lots of length. Flex the left toes. Press into the left hand, press into the right knee. Inhale here, right fingertips far forward. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, right elbow toward left knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tuck. Last time, inhale, right fingertips forward, maybe chin, chest, gaze forward. Exhale, bring it all in, pull in the lower belly. Now, as you inhale, find length, and then start to bend the left knee. Bring the right arm long back behind you, and maybe grip the left ankle. Kick the foot into the hand. Maybe let the gaze come forward, lifting the gaze. Gracefully release the foot if you have a bind. Find length. Come back to center, planting right hand and left knee. Have a seat on your heels. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Crossing the legs, this time left leg in front of right. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Left hand comes down on the mat. Right arm reaches up and over. Bend into the left elbow. Breathe into the right side body. Press into the right sit bone. Maybe lift the gaze to the right fingertips. Keep the focus on the breath. On your next inhale, bend the right elbow. Lift the chest and the gaze. And then exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself back up. Twist to the left. Grow tall. Deepen the twist. Full round of breath. Bring yourself to center, bring the left arm underneath the right, cross at the elbows, let the palms come to touch. Lift the elbows, baby back bend. Tuck and round. Twice more. Crown of head high, open up the arms out into a T. Give yourself a hug, opposite arm on top if you can remember. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, seated forward fold, hinge at the hips. Crawl the arms out in front of you. Press into the sit bones. Pay attention to the head and the neck and let the gaze come wherever feels best for you. On your next inhale, bringing yourself to tabletop. So taking your time, being careful. We'll take 3 rounds of cat and cow. tabletop. Lift the left arm, lift the gaze. Press into the right hand. Thread the needle. Let the right arm come wherever feels best for you on this side at this time. Right hand below right shoulder. Left arm high, gaze high. Big inhale. Plant the palm back down. Extend the right leg long back behind you, tuck the toes. Press into the ball mound of the foot, shift forward and back. Stillness, shoulders over wrists. Lift the right leg. Let the right hip be in line with the left. Bring the left arm long out in front of you by the left ear. Press into the left knee, press into the right hand. Big inhale, find lots and lots of length. Exhale, right knee toward left elbow, pull in the lower belly. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, maybe lift the gaze. Left arm long, right leg long. Bend the right knee. Bring the left arm back behind you, maybe take a grip. Kick the foot into the hand. Maybe bring the gaze forward. Gracefully release the leg, extend the arm out long, and then plant the left hand and the right knee. Tuck the toes if they aren't already. Bring yourself to downward facing dog. Lift the knees, reach the hips up and back. Adjust the stance. Hands are relatively shoulder width distance. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Press into your thumbs and your pointer fingers and feel your shoulders soften away from your ears. Send your chest toward your thighs. Lift your hips toward the sky. Pull in the lower belly. Might feel nice to shake the head, to roll the neck. Might feel nice to pedal out the dog. Your body will tell you the pace of the pedal. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look toward your hands, and then as you exhale, let your feet meet your hands at the top of the mat for a forward fold. Separate the feet, bend the knees, drape the torso for a ragdoll. Where can you soften here? Where can you let go here? Preparing yourself to come up, remove any bind you might have, find stillness. Bring your feet below your hips if they aren't already there. Suggestion to keep a slight bend in the knees as you inhale and press into the feet and roll up to standing. Might feel nice to lift the shoulders up and roll them back. Let the palms face forward and spread the fingers wide. Play with your stance perhaps. Just take a moment here, noticing that you're standing, giving yourself what you need. In stillness together, inhale the arms out and up. Exhale the hands to the heart. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, now would be a great time to do so. Inhale the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers. Remove the pointer finger and the thumb, creating a steeple grip. Press into all 4 corners of both feet. Inhale, reach the fingertips higher, find lots of length. Exhale, start to bump to the right. Big inhale here. Exhale, maybe bump a little deeper. One more time. Carefully inhale back to center. You can remove the grip if you'd like, and then find a new one with the opposite finger on top, whatever way might feel a little funky. Inhale to prepare and grow tall. Exhale to bump to the left. Twice more. Carefully inhale back to center. Remove the grip, and then as you exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend, hips forward, gaze high, chest high. Inhale, carefully bring yourself back. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Halfway lift as you inhale, crown of head forward, tailbone back. Fold forward. Plant your palms, step your left leg back, low lunge. Adjust your stance so that your right knee is not going past your right ankle and so that your left leg has a lot of length. Lower onto your left knee. Inhale your arms high, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to stay here, soften the shoulders. Reaching right hip back and left hip forward. Continuing to breathe. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, bring the right arm back, the left arm forward. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Maybe bring the gaze back to the right thumb. On your next exhale, let your right hand come to the back of your left thigh and your left arm come up and back behind you, and send your breath into the left side body. On your next exhale, cartwheel the arms forward, plant the palms, frame the right foot, low lunge. Tuck the left toes, press into the ball mound, straighten the left leg. Take a quarter turn to the left, find Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are pointed forward and you might widen your stance. The hips are stacked over the heels and you might start to shift forward, bring the weight into the ball mounds of the feet. Start to take a quarter turn to the left. Find low lunge at the back of your mat. Both feet are pointed forward here. Send your left leg back behind you for a three-legged plank. Lower down halfway, bend the elbows inward. Come to the tops of the toes, press into the hands, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Full exhale here. Lift the hips, dig the heels into the mat. Bend the knees, gaze at the hands. Step or hop, top of the mat. Press into the feet, inhale, reverse, swan dive. Bring the hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale to come back, take your time. Exhale to fold, flat spine, heart leads. Halfway lift, shoulders reach back and toward each other. Forward fold, you might bend your knees as you plant your palms and then step your right leg back. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. Then lower onto your right knee. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to stay and soften. Inhale to stay and lengthen. Exhale to sink a little deeper. Reach the left hip back. Last big inhale here. Exhale the left arm back, the right arm forward. Gaze at either thumb or anywhere in between. Bring your left hand to the back of your right thigh. Send your right arm up and over. Breathe into the right side body. Maybe look toward the right fingertips. On your exhale, carefully cartwheel forward. Plant the palms. Frame the left foot, low lunge. Tuck the right toes. Press into the ball mount of the right foot. Take a quarter turn to the right. Prasarita. Wide-legged forward fold. Quarter turn to the right. Low lunge, back at the front of your mat. Three-legged plank, right leg reaches back. Lower down. Baby back bend. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Maybe you stick your tongue out, lion's breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look at the hands. Exhale, step or hop top of the mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, chair, bend the knees, sink into the hips, raise the arms. Exhale, stay, sit a little deeper, lift the toes if you'd like. One more big inhale. Fold forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Step your left leg back. Inhale to hinge at the hips, raise the arms, high lunge. Exhale to stay, soften shoulders. Keep breathing. Checking in. Send your right arm back, your left arm forward. Send your right hip back, your left hip forward. Gaze at the right thumb if it feels okay for you. Let your right hand come to the back of your left thigh. Send your left arm up and over, back behind you. Breathe into the left side body. Cartwheel the arms forward, plant the palms, frame the right foot, low lunge. Plant the left hand below the left shoulder, inhale the right arm high, the gaze high, simple twist. Lifting the belly from the right thigh. Pressing into the left hand and the right foot. Breathing. Plant the right palm back down, framing the right foot. Take a quarter turn to the left, Prasarita. On your inhale, halfway lift. Lift the heels, reach the crown of the head forward. On your exhale, fold. Take a quarter turn to your left, low lunge. Three-legged plank, inhale. Make your way to downward facing dog. Use your breath to get there. Give yourself what you need. Extra challenges or modifications. Prepare to find the top of your mat. Find the top of your mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. Inhale for chair. Stay here with your breath. Sinking. Softening. Fold forward. Halfway lift, gaze is slightly down. Forward fold. Right leg back. Inhale to come up, high lunge. Finding your stance here. Exhale to bring the left arm back. The left hip back. And perhaps the gaze back. When you're ready, let the left hand come to the back of the right thigh and the right arm reach up and back. Send the breath into the right side body. Keep the lunge in the left knee. On your next exhale, cartwheel forward. Planting the right palm, inhale the left arm high. The gaze high. The right pec high. Taking your time, plant your left palm, frame your left foot, low lunge. Using an inhale, bring the left leg back. Bring yourself to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, gaze at your hands. Step or hop, top of the mat. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Raise your arms. Fold forward. Send your right leg back. Take a quarter turn to the right, Prasarita. Wide-legged forward fold. Using an inhale, come up halfway. And using an exhale, fold forward. Take a quarter turn to the right. Let your left foot meet your right. Inhale for chair. Exhale, bring the right arm back. Inhale for chair. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Left leg back. High lunge. Right arm back. Right hand to the back of left thigh. Left arm up and over, back behind you. And then listen, taking your time, I'm going to transition into warrior two. So the left hand comes out in front of you, cartwheels back behind you, the right arm comes in front of you. Left foot plants parallel to mat. Right knee opens up. Shoulders soften. Find your breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left hand, left thigh. Right arm up and over, back behind you. Breathe into the right side body. Sink into the right knee. On your exhale, extended side ankle. Right arm long out in front of you. Lower the right arm. Raise the left arm. Or maybe right elbow, right knee. Left arm up and over. It's your choice. Keep pressing into the left pinky toe. And then on your next inhale, find pyramid. Press into right foot, straighten right leg. Let both feet point forward. Lift the arms. Lift the gaze. Exhale, hands come to heart. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. We're here for 3 breaths. You might shift back and forth. You might bob up and down. You might close your eyes and find stillness. Inhale, straightening legs, toes forward, straightening arms, lift them, lift the gaze. Listen, exhale, extended side ankle to the back of the mat. So bend the left knee, bring the left arm long, send the right arm high to the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand, right thigh. Left arm up and over. Exhale, warrior two. Open the arms up. Gaze past the left fingertips. Find eagle arms. Bring the right arm underneath the left, cross at the elbows, let the palms come to touch. When you're ready, sending the weight into the left leg, kick off with the right leg, find full eagle. Squeezing the arms, you might lift the elbows and bring them in line with the shoulders. You might send the hands forward, deepening the shoulder stretch. Squeezing the legs, you might sit a little deeper. Doing the best you can to square the hips, reach the right hip back and the left hip forward. When you are ready for an inhale, carefully unwind the arms and the legs and find chair. The weight is in the heels, the toes might lift. And then as you exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. And then fold. And send your right leg back. And plant your right hand, lift your left arm. And then as you exhale, find horizon lunge, come onto the pinky side of the right foot. Send the left arm back behind you, sink into the hips, gaze at the left thumb. On your next inhale, come back up. As you exhale, plant your palm. And listen, we're gonna find half pigeon. Toe heel, the left foot to the right wrist. Lower the left knee where the left wrist is. Extend the right leg long back behind you. Use the toes as leverage. You're welcome to go into this pose whenever you're ready. Suggestions, gaze back past your right shoulder to make sure the right leg is straight. Let the hands come to the sides and inhale to lift the crown of the head for length. Exhale to hinge at the hips and fold. Folding as far as feels comfortable for you. Might feel nice to close the eyes. There's no rush. When you're ready, use an inhale. Press into the hands, straighten the arms. Let the gaze come forward. Bend the right knee. Bring the left arm long back behind you and maybe grip the right ankle. Release the grip. Shift onto the left sit bone. Bring the right leg long out in front of you. The left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Square the body over to the right leg. Inhale, crown of head high, flat spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Take as long as you need to fully fold. Use your breath to get there. Right toes are flexed toward face. Right heel is reaching forward. Right hip is reaching back. You're welcome to place a micro bend in the right knee or bend the right knee as much as you need to. When you feel ready, use an inhale to curl the hands back in toward the body. Find a flat spine, crown of head high. And then bending the right knee, plant the right foot outside of the left thigh. So adjust whatever you need to adjust. Preparing for a twist. Inhale to grow tall first. Exhale to twist to the right, left elbow outside, right knee, right hand behind you. Growing tall, deepening twist. Pulling lower belly back and up. Bringing yourself back to center. Bringing the legs in front of you, finding boat pose with the right ankle crossed on top of the left. You can either just lift your arms up shoulder height, flat spine, lift your gaze, or if you'd like to take a twist here, you can bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Press the foot into the hand, straighten the legs as best you can. Send the left arm back behind you and then gaze at the left thumb. Inhale to come back to center. And then uncross the ankle, bring the hands underneath the knees and rock and roll along the length of the spine as many times as you would like. Cross ankles, plant hands, step or hop, high plank, lift your hips, down dog. Paddle out your dog, give your hips a shimmy, shake your head. Same thing on the other side, and then we'll find the restorative part of our practice. Bend your knees, gaze at your hands. Step or hop, top of the mat. Reverse swan dive, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Chair, inhale. Left arm back, exhale. Chair, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold. Right leg back. High lunge. Left arm back. Left hand to the back of right thigh. Right arm up and over, back behind you. Take your time. Come into warrior two. Right arm long out in front of you, cartwheeling back behind you. Left arm long out in front of you. Right foot parallel to mat. Left knee bends and opens. Shoulders soften. Reverse your warrior inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Pyramid, take your time to get there. Cactus your arms, heels in, toes out, bend your knees. If you prefer hands at heart center, of course, go there instead. Pyramid, straighten legs, straighten arms, toes forward, gaze high. And then as you exhale, extended side angle, right knee bends. As you inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, warrior two. Left arm underneath right, cross at the elbows. Eagle the arms. Kick off with the left foot, wrap it around the right. Eagle the legs. Finding something to gaze at that's not moving. Using your breath to allow you to sit deeper, perhaps. Checking in. Where can you soften? Where can you let go? On your inhale, unwind, find chair. As you exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Right leg back. Excuse me, bring your right foot back to meet your left. And left leg back. Right foot to left wrist. Right knee to right wrist. Left leg long back behind you. Make sure the leg is straight. Lift the crown of the head. Hinge at the hips. When you're ready, an inhale will carefully bring you up. You'll bend your left knee. Bring your right arm long back behind you. Maybe take a grip. And carefully release the leg. Shift onto the right sit bone. Bring the left leg long out in front of you. The right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. Square the body off to that left leg. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, hinge at the hip and fold. Flexing toes toward face. Reaching heel forward. Reaching hip back. Breathing into the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. And inhale, we'll crawl the hands in toward the body and lift the crown of the head. Then you'll bend your left knee and plant your left foot outside of your right leg. And adjust anything you need to adjust and prepare for a twist. And exhale to twist to the left. In your own time, bring yourself back to center. Bring your legs in front of you. This time your left ankle is on top of your right. Lift your arms up shoulder height and find boat pose, crossed ankles. You're welcome to stay here or maybe find a twist, left hand inside, left foot. Press the foot into the hand, straightening the legs. Bring the right arm back behind you and the gaze back behind you, pulling the lower belly back and up. Focusing on the breath here. It's okay if you're shaking. And when you feel ready, carefully bring yourself to center, uncross the ankles. And if you'd like, the hands can come underneath the knees and you can rock and roll a couple times, or maybe you use your core to slowly bring yourself to lying on your back, straighten legs, and lower down. Once you're lying down, adjust your body so that you're on your mat. Lifting any limb and then lowering it back down. Bring your knees into your chest, place your hands onto your knees and roll your lower back in circles. Change direction of the circles. And bring yourself back to center. Plant your feet hip width distance, preparing for a bridge. Let the arms come long at the sides. Make sure that the fingertips can brush the heels. Press into the feet, lift the hips. You can keep your arms long at your sides, pressing into your hands. Or you can bring your arms high above your head, letting the hands rest on the floor behind you. Or you can bring the arms underneath you, coming onto the shoulders, interlacing the fingers and finding a fist, and pressing into the fist. If you have a block or a cushion, and you'd like to take a restorative version here, a supported bridge, you can grab that block or cushion and place it underneath your low back, your sacrum. Play around with it as long as you need to find the best setting. And then allow yourself to rest. It might feel nice here to extend one leg long out in front of you and then the other, breathing into the front of the hips. It might feel nice here to take legs up the wall, lifting one leg toward the sky and then the other. You can place a micro bend in your knees if you'd like. Your legs can be as close together or far apart as you'd like. Play around. Check in. Listen to your body. Remembering that this is your practice. If you're in bridge or legs up the wall and you'd like to stay there longer, please feel free. There's a different pose that you would prefer to take, please feel free. Moving along with me, plant your feet hip width distance if they aren't already. Press into your feet, lift your hips, remove the block or cushion if you have one. Lower down one vertebra at a time, upper back, middle back, lower back. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Cross your right knee over your left. Lift your head, shoulders, and back. Let your left hand grip the outside of your right foot. Let your right hand grip the outside of your left foot. Slowly lower back down. Gently pull on the grip. Check in if this is too intense. Carefully release the grip, uncross the knee, and find happy baby. If this feels really nice, stay here. Perhaps sending the breath to the right hip. Perhaps finding some gentle movement. If your right knee is crossed over your left knee and you've gripped opposite feet, carefully remove your hands from your feet. Uncross your right knee and cross your left knee over your right. Lifting head, shoulders, and back. Taking that same grip on the opposite side. Gently lowering back down. Checking in on this side. It may feel very different. Slowly release the grip. Uncross the knee. Find traditional happy baby. Lift the feet toward the sky. Flex the toes toward the face. Grip the outside of the feet or the ankles or the calves. Gently pull on the grip, bringing the knees in toward the armpits. Press into the lower back, untucking the tailbone. Rock from side to side. Give the lower back a massage. Bring yourself to center. Find stillness. Stack your knees over your hips. Let your calves come parallel to the mat. Flex the toes toward the face. Actively press into the lower back, pulling in the lower belly. Bring the arms out to the side in cactus or T. Inhale here. As you exhale, let the knees fall to either side. Press into both shoulders. Keeping the back of the head on the mat or perhaps resting onto either ear. The back of the head comes to the mat if it isn't already there. Using an inhale, letting the core bring the knees back to center. And using an exhale, letting the core bring the knees to the other side. Softening into both shoulders. Keeping the back of the head on the mat or resting either ear on the mat. Staying in this detoxifying twist as long as you'd like. When you're ready to come out of it, please do so carefully and slowly. If there are any last movements that you would like to take, please take them. When you feel ready for your final resting pose, please bring yourself there. And remember that it does not have to look any certain way. If you're feeling super cozy, you'd like to finish out practice together in your resting pose, please stay here as long as you'd like. If you'd prefer to meet me in a seat, start to deepen your breath. Come into some tiny micro movements. Roll over onto one side using your arm as a pillow. Press up into any seat that feels comfortable for you. And place your hands anywhere that you'd like. And if you set an intention for your practice, now might be a nice time to come back to that intention and repeat it to yourself. And if you didn't set one at the beginning of class, maybe you'd like to set one now. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope you have a lovely day.